We have been called upon by the emissary of the Nine, Orin, old friend to a friend of ours. Let's go find her.
The hell, Orin? Why do you sound like you ate a dream journal?
Petrichor. Damn it. I am not adjusting to linear time well. I am no longer emissary. I quit.
You quit? Thought you'd ascended or something. Become a higher being. I didn't know you could quit being emissary.
Me either. But with the right motivation, anything is starlight. You'd be proud. I'm molted.
Oh, I have to know what you mean by molted.
Exactly what it sounds like. I wanted my body back. I wanted my will back.
We gotta find her. She only just found shoes, for Pete's sake. Got your location, Orin. Never thought I'd hear from you again.
Scrambled eggs. I meant to deliver a message, but can't remember what it is. I know the Nine will need a replacement emissary. They will not find one nearby on the X-axis. They will need to search a millennia up and down the Y.
My message found you. I'm Orin, once a Guardian, like you. When I last reached out to the Vanguard, I warned you of the Nine's fallibility. The results of that fallibility are in play now, I think. You will fix it, but how isn't clear. Everything I knew is scattered. My will cleaved from service and rough-hewn clay. It wasn't bloodless. But I know I chose this for a reason. I did. In my memory, when I touch my hand to the moment, I am overcome with dissonance, and another shape, buried in noise, assuming my place. I must speak sharpness to the drifter. A tint on knowledge held, but still unknown. I'll need your help hunting down the fate that brought us here.
So, Orin, you quit and now you're just here?
Mitosis. Annoying you had to see me like this now. Scrambled eggs and someone else's shoes. How have you been?
Oh, busy. Feet planted on the ground more often than not. Seeing someone new these days.
Oh, good. Good for you. Can't say the same. I've been too busy corralling my electrons. Who are you seeing?
It's, Eris Morn.
You have a type, Drifter. I'm happy for you both. Really.
It's okay. I love that so much. I love that so much that, like, just two friends catching up. That's just oh, that's so good. That was really good. Thank you, Bungie. Thank you, writing team. I appreciate that. As you access the interference, it melds with Rosetta, speaking words from an Ionian into your inner voice. Anomaly blessed, I am Rojan, the altar's technician, and the one honored to deliver what help we can. We offer, in awe, our findings to aid you, should you see it fit. Your impressive drone will receive actionable data to locate strangelet capsules, and use the altar's relativistic connection with them as a cipher to pass into the cordoned regions of Kepler. With our current integrations and research, you'll gain access to a central academy and the Exiles Accord. There is a brief pause as Ghost accepts the data transmission. Most gracious, Anomaly blessed, transfer commencing. We shall continue our research into the other stolen strangelets. With further integrations, the remaining capsules will increase synchronicity with the altar and allow us to impose a shifted perspective that ignores the cordons by our observation of the strangelet beyond them. It is a delicate alignment, but efforts can only improve through iteration. So to kind of translate what we just said there, think of it as like we're looking at a telescope and we're kind of calibrating it so that way it's not as fuzzy. That's kind of what we're doing here. So that way we can walk into that plane is what they're talking about. So, we got some strangelet capsules to go find. Might as well get it done while we're out here. Hold on. That's why the world was too easy. If we're doing this on Legendary. We want that gear. We need that gear. Let's see, should we go to the Ionian campus first or the Cartilage Divide? Let's deal with the Vex first this time around. We've already done, like, the first time we did this as my hunter, we went southbound. Also, there's some characters we can meet too while we're here. Aha! Kielsk. The inscrutable Elixni wears exile colors and eyes you warily with distrust. Peaceful exiles are few and far between, but he appears to be one. You cannot discern the intent behind his insect-like chittering, and he makes no attempt to clarify for your benefit. Well done, Guardians. Is there anyone else I could talk to here? Hello. Let's clean the postmaster because we always got to clean the postmaster. 261. Ooh. Sympathetic arsenal precision instrument. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Wait. Oh. it's fine. I'm averaging 260 stuff. It's not gonna drop higher yet. Let's do it. Actually, you know what? As we're walking away there, I do want to talk about this. This is nice. I have always loved the random world fighting situation where the enemies are just duking it out in the middle. Venus, I always talked about as is my favorite location in all of Destiny. And coming here really feels like it, where it's like a nice barren desert with a lush jungle hidden away inside of it. But now it's like a weird mycelioid world. Okay. Let's access the Central Academy now. Alright. Let's go in there. Professor Emeritus of Kepler, retired, but still advising. You're approached by one of the cowled figures. Their fingers reach out and graze your armor with reverence. They speak musically, intently, and their rapid gestures imply urgency and concern. You gather that some scientists are in immediate danger, and that your weapons are needed at the wildlife laboratory. The figure's hand touches your armor, like a talisman, as they beseech you for help.
They're clearly very upset, and I don't blame them. Abduction is terrifying. I still haven't been able to suss out why talks with the exiles went south. I mean, these are poor circumstances for negotiation.
The readings on Kepler are still spiking. The singularity is still a threat. We'll need the Aionians' help if we want to open that lock.
That's just as many researchers as the Emeritus said there would be. Didn't lose anyone. That's a relief.
I wonder if you might shed some light on something while we're still learning the language. This settlement is obviously well established, over decades if not centuries, but I see little in the way of weapon emplacements or true fortifications. Has there been no conflict all that time?
That's the gist I'm getting. The Vex are new, and the Elixni, well, they used to have a working trade relationship. Armed conflict is new for the locals.
I really appreciate that note. Like, it's a truly pragmatic space in that they're researching for researching's sake. I love that about, like, technocrat societies. Alright, let's beat down the chicken. Oh, this is a bad idea. Nice, we got it. Time lost spirit bloom. Nice. Emeritus. Ah, by the golden ratio, thank you for your return. The singularity remains stalled, and no Ionian was harmed. The Emeritus clasps your hand in thanks. The next thing we must be worried about is our food supply, making sure that we can maintain our resources. They had something about food. You're sure it's food, but the overall tone of the conversation does not seem to be about dinner. I will send the coordinates to your ghost. They want you to say their agricultural center from an attack.
You got my favorite thank you! Nice work, Guardian. You reunited the Aionians with their loved ones.
The scale of this problem concerns me. Our forces aren't so robust as to defend this whole settlement indefinitely, and defense is fruitless if we can't stabilize the singularity. We just discovered a lost colony. This discovery changes how we see our own system. How many others are out there?
Guardian, someone's on the line.
You've made great strides in communicating with the Aionians. We've learned their language has multiple origins. Little wonder it needs such effort. Understanding comes not a moment too soon. Between the Elixni and the Vex, the situation here is unstable. And we have so much to learn from them. I followed your example in translating. Script first, then words. These notes you recovered, unbelievable. The advances this outlines in gravitational manipulation, without the light. And that's only one thesis. I hope some of them at least will be amenable to returning to Earth. We cannot lose this connection. We simply can't.
The destructive activity in the agricultural zone is reading as Vex. They're the ones attacking the food supply.
Stop me if this one is obvious, but do Vex need to eat?
Not in any fashion we'd recognize.
Sounds like an empty life. Then this is just sabotage against the Aionians.
As if they weren't facing enough. The Nine, the Vex, and a singularity ripping the planet apart. That's too obvious a coincidence to ignore.
The Nine what?
Simply the Nine. They exist outside of time as far as we understand it. Difficult to confirm on the best of days.
That Vex looks like it's protecting something. Guardian, watch out.
The Vex tended to just let me pass on by before you showed up.
Excuse me? The Vex ignored you.
Guess they didn't see me as a threat. What can I say? I have a friendly face.
Lodi, how are you so adept with the Aionians' language? You said you've been here a few weeks, at best.
Oh, I was made for this. I'm a translator. I especially love languages I've never heard before.
There's the Vex. There's the Vex. I hate it when they do that. Guardian, let's redirect and get that shield down.
Alright, that one's on me. Cool. Let's focus on the strategy here. So for everyone that's that's new and want to get through some of these bosses, some of the best ways to get through them is to actually take out all the ads first. And then you can focus on the boss. Especially if you're running solo. So, keep in mind, Arc is going to be your best friend here. Make good use of that Matter Spark. Void's going to help you out in being able to dish out a lot of damage against the Minotaurs. We recommend using Third Iteration. It is available to you on the Rewards Pass. If you don't have the DLC, when you do get the DLC, if you don't get the Season Pass, you do get it later on. So if you do want to run some Fireteam ops, or just PvP before you want to jump into the story, this is going to be like the one gun that'll carry you all the way through. Especially with a lot of the buffs that we do have available to us. I can scrap that. Yeah. For me, since I'm doing a Strand Warlock build, Threadling's all the way. So I make sure all my weapons have some hatchling capabilities. In this case, I'm using that Rage's Fortune that I got during the Solstice, because why not? Grenade launchers are fun. And it helps clear out a wave of enemies. Deals plenty of damage too. So full court, since I'm always airborne, I'm going from downtown. You've seen my Helldivers gameplay. I will arc those shots. On the artifact, ideally I would be doing something with Radiant Shrapnel. That's how it would have been had I worked it. Sustained weapon damage while radiant or defeating scorched combatant with a weapon that causes the target to release solar projectiles. Well, I could get radiant with that, can't I? Cures. I think I gotta use a healing rift here. That might be my best bet here. Tangle spawn threadlings, using the ability powers the other two. Yes. I guess in this case... There we go. Put some solar resistance on. Again, I'm a lot more melee focused. But I don't know why I'm not doing that. That's much better. I don't need to worry about that. There we go. Much better. Solar Strand. Yeah. That should do it. Especially since I don't have to worry about special ammo either. Alright. Let's try it out. Rally up.
There's the Vex.
There we go. There we go. As a warlock. There we go. That's one.
I hate it when they do that. Guardian, let's redirect and get that shield down.
Oh, well, there I go. Rip my prismatic. Rip my prismatic. That's on me. That's on me. Oh. Alright,
There's
I'm
the
gonna have to
Vex.
rebuild that. Nice. You know what? I could aura farm this boss. Why not? There we go. Bam.
I hate it when they do that. Guardian, let's redirect and get that shield down.
Yes. Oh, we're going on the right side this time. Okay. There we go. Love. There's a lot of different ways you can go about this. I prefer this jump right here. If you're crazy, you could try taking on the pipes, but that's just the easier way. You got coverage that way. Alright. Where's the hole? There it is. Oh, that's the boss. Lovely. Oh, that's the boss. Lovely.
Guardian, we should take a scan of that drive. See if there's any data stuck offline the Aionians need.
It's incredible. Terms I recognize mapped to advanced concepts, prefixes and suffixes as used in agricultural science. We can use this. Let me do some analyzing, but this is a huge missing piece to understanding the Aionians.
Under the circumstances, what keeps the Aionians here? We could begin evacuation proceedings. They would be safe back on Earth.
But they wouldn't be home. They could take a piece of Kepler with them, sure, but it's not the same.
Homes can be replaced, but lives can't.
The Aionians might feel differently about that. This place is sacred to them. The universe determined they belong here. Singularity or not, we can't tell people to pack up and leave yet. Not without helping people who've been stranded from the rest of humanity.
Agreed. No one's leaving until we learn more. Lodi, those Vex. You need to know who controls them. Her name is Maya, the Conductor. She was human once.
What's your objective?
On the surface, to return our current time to a more prosperous one. But her true motive is to reunite with her spouse.
Neither of those sound particularly sinister, but I take it it's what she's willing to do to achieve that goal.
Maya has an ability. She can control whoever she pleases. She's commanding the Vex, a normally leaderless faction, and she's even taken hold of our allies to turn them against us. If she's here, she can do anything to get what she wants.
Alright. I think that's a good point for that recording. Now we know that Maya is here, that we're not only facing a mysterious fight against the Elixni, but against the Vex, with someone who has powers capable of matching our own. So, I'm going to end that recording here, start a new one.